Hello and welcome to this week's episode of Customs Duty, brought to you by the Nigeria Customs Service. In our package this week, Controller General of Customs Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, assures of commitment to consolidating lessons learned as Nigeria Customs Service hosts World Customs Organization Post-Clearance Audit in-country mission. Zonal Coordinator Zone B Visit Kano Jigawa Command stresses the importance of compliance in enhancing legitimate trade facilitation as acting customs area controller of the command assures stakeholders of sustenance of collaboration. We'll also bring you other reports. I am Tosi Obiakeme. To stay with us.
The commitment of the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, to improving Nigeria customs operations from all facets continues to be sustained and now receives yet another boost as the service again partners World Customs Organization, WCO, and World Bank, hosts World Customs Organization Post-Clearance Audit, PCA, in-country mission training.
This mission has been highly impactful and it has further entrenched the PCA unit as a critical pillar of modern customs administration. It has strengthened risk-based compliance management, and of course it has enhanced our alignment with international best practice, particularly Article 7.5 of the WTO TFA.
Bashir Adewale Adeniyi, MFR, emphasizes that clear and memorable gain has been recorded in the mission.
The sessions on customs valuation and transfer pricing has improved our understanding of related party transactions, valuation, risk indication, and audit approaches that are needed to address revenue leakage and profit sharing. The discussions on ensuring effective information flow and feedback between PCA and risk management have also strengthened the importance of integrated, compliant, intelligence, enabling better targeting, improved risk profiling, and it will allow us to make more informed decisions.
The Comptroller General of Customs did not hide his happiness with the review of the PCA audit tools during the session.
This has exposed our officers to modern techniques. It has standardized working papers and analytical methods that will enhance audit quality, consistency, and transparency. The case management system discussions also gave us valuable insights into end-to-end audit management, documentation, monitoring, and reporting, which are essential for institutionalizing PCA as a sustainable and accountable compliance function. Collectively, these outcomes will strengthen officers' technical competencies, it will promote experience sharing on global best practices, and it will advance our objective of institutionalizing PCA as a core compliance, trade facilitation, and revenue assurance tool within the service, and this will be fully aligned with our reform and modernization agenda.
He stresses that the mission held underscores the strength of partnership between the WCO, the Nigeria Customs Service, and the World Bank, a partnership he describes as founded on commitments to professionalism, capacity building, continuous improvement, and mutual respect. We have goodwill messages from the WCO and the World Bank.
The WCO and my program lead, Donya Hamami, who I'm certain, because I also shared with her the news articles that have been produced coming out of this. The feedback has been positive in terms of it's showing the amount of work that's been accomplished. So all of that, kudos to you, because this is not something I did, this is something that we did together. So thank you very much.
On behalf of the World Bank, I'm pleased to reaffirm our unwavering support to your efforts under the AMA program. The World Bank, working closely with the World Customs Organization and under your leadership, remains steadfast in its commitment to partnering with you, not only to address current challenges, but also anticipate future needs.
A series of presentations by resource persons have characterized the mission sessions. It is a fact that trade facilitation remains a core mandate of the Nigeria Customs Service, one that the service has continued to improve upon and is being rated high in its level of improvement as it contributes to Nigeria's economic growth. This development notwithstanding, the service does not relent in continuous capacity building. Now, Reversal Business Services Limited is here to further build the capacity of management members of the service.
Our performance as reflected in the ease of doing business ratings serves as a critical indicator of Nigeria's enabling business environment and our collective contribution to national economic growth. The purpose of this workshop, therefore, is to familiarize the management team of Nigeria Customs Service, who oversee the core operational arms of the service, with the objectives of the Executive Order 001 of 2017 and the Business Facilitation Act BFA 2022, as well as to highlight the significance of our performance ratings to our role as a strategic implementer of the WTO Trade Facilitation Agreement and the lead agency for implementing the presidential mandate on the ease of doing business.
Part of Ayokunu Ojeni, founder and chief executive officer of Reversal Business Services Limited submission centers on teamwork, anticipation of change, and decisive response.
A lot of times when we're talking about teamwork, the part that we lightly esteem, the part that we don't put a lot of attention to, can often be the most sensitive part of the body. Again, we operate in a place where there are multiple stakeholders. At the last count, I think about 21 agencies have to, for example, ETLS, several agencies have to approve that. So we operate in that kind of environment. Winston Churchill, whom most of us will know, former Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, says that if you don't take change by the hand, it will seize you by the truth. And we know what it means if it seizes you by the truth. In other words, the environment is changing, but if you don't hold on and manage that change, that change is likely going to bury you.
While making a remark, the Comptroller General of Customs, Bashir Adewale Adeni, notes the striking fact that there is a link between personal commitment and the organizational goal, noting that when these commitments are put into concrete action, the service and the nation will be better for it. He maintains that though the Nigeria Customs Service has been taken to another level in terms of service delivery, this capacity building training remains invaluable.
We are coming together to reflect, to see what we can do better. And I think it's a very good exercise. I saw one of the commitments in the template saying that we still want to develop our capacity further. So this is a very good exercise, and I want to commend all of us for the time and the attention that we have devoted to it. This should not end here. This is something that we should be able to cascade down to the various tiers and levels under us. It's not enough for us to be committed to all of these ideals. It is more important to let it cascade and let every officer and man also imbibe some of those positive attributes that we have talked about.
The Comptroller General of Customs accentuates the fact that despite dynamism in the environment at all times, Nigeria, as a country, will continue to look up to the Nigeria Customs Service to work in such a way that it will contribute to economic prosperity, to put in place measures that will allow fostering public health, security, and putting all these together, the service can facilitate trade. Thus, he puts up a challenge.
I want to challenge us all. These are standards that we have voluntarily want to hold ourselves up to. We want to be that reference organization that is responsive to its commitment, that is responsive to its obligation. The obligation of helping the government to create the necessary environment that let economy prosper. So this is the individual commitments that we have, and this is the individual commitment that we are going to translate into a service commitment, which will help us to deliver on our mandates.
The 2-day sensitization and internalization workshop, organized by Reversal Business Services Limited, forms part of continuous efforts to enhance the capacity of customs officers, promote efficient trade processes, and support Nigeria's broader economic and trade reform agenda. It thus marks another step in effort to strengthen trade facilitation and ease of doing business in Nigeria. Zonal Coordinator, Zone B, Assistant Comptroller General of Customs, Nsigan Umo, visits the Kano Jigawa Command, a command she describes as occupying a strategic position as a commercial gateway to northern Nigeria and a vital link in the Trans-Saharan Trade Corridor. The visit offers her an opportunity to engage with stakeholders in Kano.
I want us to put our heads together today, and then wherever we feel we have things and concerns that could be raised that we can work on, or you can work on us, or we can work on it, bring it up so that we can now see how we go around it to make the service or environment or the working environment and the operations very smooth for all of us. Thank you.
While she highlights several trade facilitation initiatives introduced by the service in the last 2 years, including the Authorized Economic Operator Scheme, advanced ruling mechanisms, pre-arrival processing, overtime cargo clearance, one-stop shop operations, transit tracking systems, and the motor vehicle verification platform, she stresses the imperativeness of compliance and procedural discipline, just as she frowns at cases of cargo diversion, sabotage of transit goods, amongst others. Meanwhile, in his maiden stakeholders engagement as the Kano Jigawa Command's acting customs area controller, Deputy Comptroller Usman Adamu reassures stakeholders.
My doors are open, irrespective of coming to sit together in this larger gathering. Whoever that has an individual concern that he feels that needed to be addressed immediately, please feel free, go to the office of the area controller, and then we'll put our heads together and see to the solutions that will bring about ease of doing business, trade facilitation, and at the same time increase our level of compliance.
The Customs Duty crew seeks the opinion of stakeholders at the interactive session.
Day one, from all indication, the controller has come to stay, and he has come up with virtually new policies that really we agents, importers, stakeholders, that we are going to be the beneficiaries of these new policies.
Actually, it was a very good interaction with the new acting controller in Kano, and we had what we were expecting, because from a period of time I know the area controller, the new area controller, because he was very good in terms of his work and other things like that, and he's a very functional. So we are trying to see how we can sit together with our other colleagues and see a possible way to make things go with a compliance attitude on what and how the controller will work according with the rules and regulation of Nigerian customs services.
The acting customs area controller uses the medium to urge importers, licensed customs agents, and other players in the logistics chain to take advantage of existing trade facilitation tools, stressing that compliance remains the foundation for smooth operations and mutual benefit. The permeation of commitment to guarding of the Nigeria Customs Service's reputation to all commands and units nationwide, no doubt, indicates that the already improved reputation of the service can only be further strengthened and not weakened. The Port and Terminal Multi-Services PTML Command, having embraced the idea, holds a horizon-widening session, bringing together officers of the command. Declaring the session open, Customs Area Controller of the Command, Comptroller Joe Anani, underscores the importance of reputation.
Reputation is everything in life. an invaluable asset. As the great writer Robert Greene said, so much depends on reputation. Guide it with your life. Reputation remains the cornerstone of survival, influence, and power for every organization. As officers, we should always be mindful that our reputation can make or mar or break the trust with stakeholders and the general public.
He highlights the key components of achieving effective reputation.
Transparency, accountability, delivering results, communicating proactively, addressing concerns properly, and leading by example are key effective reputation management, thereby boosting stakeholders' trust and confidence in the service. As officers, let's ensure our actions and inactions contribute to a positive reputation for the service.
As he makes his presentation, one of the resource persons, Deputy Comptroller Robert Oga, emphasizes the significance of professionalism and ethics in operations.
The job we do span through so many things: national security, revenue generation, suppressing smuggling, and so many other roles that we do. So these things are very germane. They are very key. And the public is watching us. So how are we doing this thing? Are we doing them professionally? Are we ethical in doing them? If we are, then kudos to us. And if we are not, then I think we have to take steps to do the right thing. Reputation is all about integrity, doing the right thing, even when nobody is watching you. That is reputation.
In her submission, Deputy Comptroller Regina Owen says,
"Respect authority, but please don't bow down or kneel down or prostrate when you are on your uniform. You're carrying the entire image of a nation. When you're on uniform, you have your headgear on, your crest is there, your badge. The highest respect you can accord to an authority, the highest respect, I repeat, you can accord to an authority is a compliment. So as custom officers, as gadget officers, who are growing in the rank, definitely you will get to that seat. You are not expected to lose your dignity. You're only expected to accord respect."
With further submissions, hence further enlightening officers of the PTML command, the ground becomes far more fertile for sustained enhancement of reputation of the service. As it carries out its assigned mandates with diligence and the commitments desired, the Kirikiri Lighter Terminal Command has continued to record success. Addressing members of the media, the Acting Customs Area Controller of the Command, Deputy Comptroller Bolaji Adigun, discloses that the command has surpassed its previous revenue generation performance.
The Kirikiri Lighter Terminal Area Command delivered an outstanding revenue achievement in 2025. The command recorded a total revenue of 147,216,149,033 naira and 81 kobo, as against the revenue target of 109,442,892,989 naira and 86 kobo. This is a significant increase compared to the same period in 2024, which stood at 107,182,674,940 naira. The difference of 40 billion, 33,474,129 naira and 81 kobo represents a 35% growth.
In the aspect of suppression of smuggling, the Acting Customs Area Controller reveals the interception of 1 by 20-foot container containing 440 bags of 25 kg expired raw material, falsely declared as triple-pressed stearic acid, and 1 by 40-foot container, falsely declared as zip luggage, but found to contain empty suitcases.
The seizure reinforces the command's zero-tolerance approach to false declaration, smuggling, and other trade infractions. The command remains steadfast in facilitating legitimate trade while decisively enforcing customs laws. Stakeholders and the general public are assured that the command will continue to block revenue leakages, combat illegal importation, and support national health and security objectives throughout the year.
Demonstrating the existing synergy, the expired raw materials are handed over to National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control, NAFDAC.
Let me first commend the Nigerian Customs for this wonderful collaboration and the synergy we have been having from them over time, because that has helped the agency a lot in getting rid of substandard products, expired products, falsified products, getting into the Nigerian market. So we look forward to more of this collaboration, and we know with our synergy, we'll be able to get rid of falsified products, substandard products, expired products from Nigerian markets. And I want to assure you, after the investigation, you can be sure that the consignment is going to be destroyed completely.
Deputy Comptroller Adigun reassures.
Kirikiri Terminal is open for business. We're here to serve. We're here to make sure that legitimate trade is being done. And then when your boxes come in and your cargoes come in, your cargoes will not be delayed, because we're here to facilitate trade, as a matter of fact. So the message I have for the public is that if you want to do legitimate trade, Kirikiri Terminal is open for legitimate trade.
The Customs Area Controller attributes his successes being recorded by his command to the support the command receives from the management of the service and doggedness of his officers, which he commends.
And this is where we draw the curtains on this week's episode of Customs Duty. For more information, you can always follow us on our social media handles now being displayed on your screen. You could also visit our website at www.customs.gov.ng for more updates about the service. Strive to be a patriotic citizen, a compliant trader, avoid smuggling, and always pay the correct duty to make Nigeria a more prosperous nation. Join us again same time next week. I am Tosi Obiakeme. Thank you for watching.